how to master your focus, stop distractions, and work smarter. Welcome. Thank you for choosing this time, this space for yourself. I'm glad you're here. In a world that never stops pinging, scrolling, and demanding your attention, you've taken a quiet, powerful first step. You decided to reclaim something precious, your focus. This isn't just another productivity lecture. This is a guide to creating calm in the chaos, a method for finding flow in the friction of daily life. I'll be your guide as we explore how to master your focus, stop distractions, and work smarter. Before we begin, I invite you to settle in. Let your shoulders relax. Take one deep, cleansing breath with me. In and out. Good. We're going to move slowly because mastery isn't rushed. We'll understand why our minds wander in the modern age. It's not your fault, but the solution is in your hands. We'll build simple, sustainable habits that act like anchors, holding you steady in a sea of distractions. And we'll learn how to work not just harder, but with profound intelligence and peace. So, find a comfortable position. Let the external noise fade into background. And when you're ready, let's begin our journey inward to the core of your attention. Your most powerful tool is a focused mind. Let's learn how to wield it. Chapter 1, The Attention Economy. You are the product. To master our focus, we must first understand what we're up against. We are living not just in an information age, but in an attention economy. In this economy, your focus is the most valuable currency. Every notification, every endless scroll feature, every auto-playing video is a finely tuned bid for your attention. Companies and platforms are engaged in a silent auction, and the prize is a few more seconds of your time. Think about it. Social media apps hired teams of neuroscientists and behavioral psychologists. Their goal? To make their product as addictive as possible. They use variable rewards, like pulling a slot machine lever, to keep you checking. What might I see next? This isn't evil, it's business. But it has a profound cost on our brains. We've trained ourselves or been trained to expect constant novelty. This conditions our brain for distraction. It shrinks our capacity for deep, sustained thought, the kind of thinking that produces our best work, solves complex problems, and leads to true satisfaction. The constant context switching, the just checking habit, create a residual attention deficit. Even when we try to focus, our mind, like a muscle accustomed to twitching, wants to jump. So, the first step to mastery is radical awareness. Without judgment, just notice. For the next 24 hours, observe the bids for your attention. The phone buzz on the table, the email pop-up, the just one quick search that turns into 30 minutes. See them for what they are. External forces try and withdraw currency from your mental bank account. You are not weak for getting distracted. You are human in a system designed to distract you. But here is your power. You can redesign your personal system. You can change your relationship with these technologies. It begins with a simple internal declaration. My attention is mine. It is sovereign, and I choose where to invest it. This shift from being a consumer of distractions to the curator of your focus is the foundation of everything that follows. You move from being the product to being the proud owner. Chapter 2, The Sanctuary of a Single Task. In a world that worships multitasking, our most revolutionary act is to do one thing, beautifully, completely. Multitasking is a myth. What we call multitasking is actually task switching, and every switch comes at a cost. Psychologists call it the switching cost. It's the mental energy and time it takes to reorient your brain to a new task. Studies show it can reduce your productivity by up to 40%. More importantly, it makes you feel frazzled, shallow, and exhausted. Now, imagine the opposite. Imagine sinking into a chair with a single, meaningful task. You close all other tabs, both on your screen and in your mind. You set a timer, not as a prison warden, but as a guardian of your focus. For this allotted time, this is your world. This is deep work. Creating the sanctuary requires two things: intention and environment. First, intention. You must decide the night before or first thing in the morning what your 1 or 2 deep focus tasks will be, not your 10 to-do list items. The one thing that, if accomplished, would make the day a success. Write it down. From 9 to 10:30 a.m., I will write the project proposal. Nothing else exists. Second, environment. You must become a designer of your space. This means physical declutter. A clear desk signals a clear mind. Digital declutter. Turn off all notifications. Not silent, but off. Use website blockers if needed. Tell your phone, I am not available for the next hour. The ritual. Start with a tiny ritual. It could be a cup of tea, 3 deep breaths, or stretching for 1 minute. This tells your brain, it is time to go deep. When the urge to switch arises, and it will, you don't fight it with willpower. You simply note it. There's the urge to check email. And you gently, kindly return to your single task. Each return is a rep, a strengthening of your focus muscle. In the sanctuary, you'll find not just productivity, but a deep sense of calm. You are no longer fractured. You are whole, immersed, and effective. This is where genius lives. And it's available to you one single task at a time. Chapter 3. Taming the Digital Dragon. Our devices are incredible tools, but an untamed tool becomes a tyrant. We don't need to hate technology. We need to master it, to train it to serve our focus, not shatter it. Let's build your personal digital peace treaty. Rule 1. The phone is a tool, not a compulsion. Your phone should live in another room during deep work sessions. If you need it for the task, turn it to airplane mode. The mere sight of it reduces your cognitive capacity. It's a reminder of the connected world waiting. Rule 2. Schedule your distractions. This is a game changer. Instead of fighting the urge to check things all day, you give a home. Set 2 to 3 specific time slots in your day, perhaps at 11 a.m., 3 p.m., and after 5 p.m. as your distraction windows. This is when you check social media, news, and non-urgent messages. Outside those windows, you are off limits. This paradoxically frees your mind. When an urge pops up at 10 a.m., you can calmly think, I'll see that at 11, and let it go. Rule 3, the 2-tab rule. For computer work, try the simple constraint. You may only have 2 browser tabs open at any time. One for your primary work, your document, your spreadsheet, your research, and one for support, a necessary reference site, a dictionary. This forces ruthless prioritization and prevents the tab hoarding that leads to mental clutter. Rule 4. Curate your cues. Go into the settings of every app on your phone and computer. Turn off all badges, banners, and sounds. Every single one. Let your tools be silent libraries you visit with purpose, not noisy street vendors shouting for your attention. For email, disable the new mail notification. You will check email when you decide to, not when it decides to interrupt you. Rule 5. The charging station sanctuary. Make your bedroom a device-free zone. Charge your phone and tablet in another room overnight. This does 3 miraculous things. It improves your sleep. It gives you quiet space for reading or reflection before bed. and it breaks the addictive first thing in the morning scroll. Your first thoughts of the day belong to you, not to a timeline. Taming the dragon isn't about deprivation. It's about liberation. You're not saying no to connection. You're saying yes to a deeper connection with your own thoughts, your work, and your life. Chapter 4. The Rhythm of Renewal. Why Rest is Not Laziness. Here is a truth that our hustle culture ignores. Focus is a rhythm, not a marathon. It is a pulse of intense engagement, followed by intentional disengagement. To work smarter, you must rest smarter. Your brain has two primary modes: the focus mode, which we've been cultivating, and the diffuse mode. The diffuse mode is when you relax, when you walk, shower, daydream, or sleep. In this state, your brain is quietly making connections, solving problems in the background and consolidating learning. It's where aha moments are born. Without diffuse mode, your focus work is shallow and brittle. Therefore, strategic breaks are not a deviation from focus. They are a critical part of the focus cycle. Embrace the Pomodoro technique, but think of it as a sacred rhythm, not a rigid rule. Work with deep focus for 25 minutes. Then, step away for a full 5 minutes. But here's the key. Do not use that 5 minutes for digital consumption. Do not check your phone. Instead, stand up, look out a window, stretch, get a glass of water, walk to another room. Let your mind wander. After 4 of these cycles, take a longer break of 20 to 30 minutes. The other pillar of renewal is sleep. Sleep is non-negotiable for cognitive function. It is when your brain cleans out metabolic waste, solidifies memories, and primes your ability to concentrate for the next day. Protecting 7 to 8 hours of sleep is the single greatest productivity hack that exists. Finally, build mindful transitions into your day. The 5 minutes between meetings is not for checking email. It's for closing your eyes and breathing. The commute home is not for podcasts. Perhaps it's for silence. These transitions are buffers that prevent the mental residue of one task from spilling into the next. Honor the rhythm. Sprint, then rest. Dive deep, then surface. In this balance, you'll find that your focus sessions become more potent, and your energy is sustained, not drained. You are not a machine to be driven. You are a human to be nurtured. Chapter 5. Cultivating Your Inner Garden. The Mindful Focus. All the external systems in the world will fail if the internal landscape is chaotic. Our final, and most important, mastery is of the mind itself. Distraction often starts from within. Anxiety about the future, rehashing the past, a craving for escape from a difficult emotion. This is where mindfulness becomes your secret weapon. Mindfulness is simply the practice of paying attention, on purpose, to the present moment without judgment. It is the gym for your focus muscle. You don't need to meditate for an hour. Start with the breath. Right now, as you listen, simply notice your breathing. Don't change it. Just feel the sensation of the air moving in and out. Your mind will wander. That's okay. The moment you notice it has wandered to your grocery list, to a sound, that moment of noticing is the practice. Gently bring your attention back to the breath. Do this for 2 minutes a day. That's all. This tiny practice builds metacognition, the ability to observe your own thoughts. Soon, you'll see the urge to distract yourself arise like a wave. Instead of being swept away by it unconsciously, you can observe it. I'm feeling bored with this task, and my mind wants to seek novelty. With that simple observation, you create a space of choice. You can choose to stay. Apply this to your work. When you sit down to a task, take 1 minute to set your intention. For this time, I am fully here. When distraction arises, Note it kindly and guide yourself back. It is a gentle, repeated guiding, like training a puppy, not scolding a disobedient child. This inner cultivation extends to self-compassion. You will have off days. Your focus will falter. In those moments, speak to yourself as you would to a valued friend. It's okay. This is hard. Let's just try again for the next 5 minutes. Anger and frustration with yourself are just more distractions. Compassion brings you back to the present, back to the task, with a calm heart. Your focused mind is a garden. The external strategies are the fence that keeps out the rabbits and weeds. But mindfulness is the daily tending, the watering, the weeding, the gentle care that allows your best work to bloom from within. Chapter 6. Building your focus-first lifestyle. Mastery is not a series of isolated tricks. It is a lifestyle. It's about aligning your days, your environment, and your identity with the person you want to be. A person of profound, calm focus. Let's design your blueprint. Start with your morning. The first hour sets the tone. Protect it fiercely. This is your time before you serve the world. No email, no news, no social feeds. Instead, invest in activities that fill your cup. A short meditation, journaling your intentions for the day, reading a few pages of an inspiring book, light movement, a proper breakfast. You are starting the day from a place of centered choice, not reactive scarcity. Design your workspace. Make your primary workspace a temple for focus. This means dedicated. If possible, have a space used only for deep work. Minimal. Only what you need for the current task. Inspiring. Perhaps a plant, a piece of art, or good lighting. Something that sparks a subtle sense of calm or possibility. Batch the shallow. Administrative tasks, like answering emails, scheduling, and invoicing, are necessary but drain focus is sprinkled throughout the day. Batch them. Put them all in one low-energy time block. Perhaps right after lunch. Handle them all at once efficiently. And then close that tab and move on. Communicate your boundaries. This is essential. Tell your team, your family, or your roommates about your focus blocks. You can say, I'm trying a new system to do my best work. From 9 to 11, I'll be in deep focus mode and won't be checking messages. I'll be fully available after that. Most people will respect clear, communicated boundaries. You give them the gift of your undivided attention later. And with reflection, the last 15 minutes of your workday are for closing the loop. Review what you accomplished. Acknowledge it. Write down the 1 to 3 most important tasks for tomorrow. Then, shut down your computer physically and perform a closing ritual. This could be tidying your desk, saying aloud, the workday is complete, or simply taking 3 deep breaths. This ritual tells your brain it can and should release work. It prevents work thoughts from haunting your evening. A focus-first lifestyle isn't about being rigid. It's about creating a structure so reliable that within it, your mind feels safe to relax, to explore, and create at its highest level. The structure isn't the cage. It's the trellis that allows you to grow. And so, we come to the end of our time together. But really, this is just your beginning. You now hold a map. You understand the landscape of the attention economy. You have the tools to build sanctuaries of single tasking, to tame your digital world, to honor the essential rhythm of work and rest. You've begun the gentle practice of cultivating your inner garden of awareness. And you have a blueprint for a lifestyle that supports a focused, calmer, more effective you. Remember, mastery is not perfection. It is direction. It is the gentle, daily return to intention. Some days, your focus will feel like a laser. Other days, it will feel like a flickering candle in the wind. On both days, be kind to yourself. The practice is the progress. Start small. Pick just one thing from what we've discussed. Maybe it's implementing the 2-tab rule tomorrow, or scheduling your first 3 distraction windows, or protecting the first quiet hour of your morning. One small change, consistently applied, creates a ripple that transforms your entire experience of work and life. Your focus is the lens through which you experience your life. When you master it, you don't just get more done. You experience what you do more deeply. You find flow. You reduce anxiety. You reclaim your time and, ultimately, your sense of self. Thank you for listening, for caring for your mind, and for investing in your own calm power. As you go forward, carry this quiet truth with you. In a distracted world, your focus is your superpower, and it is always within your reach.